Hey, welcome or welcome back. So this is going to be a reading for the earth signs. I'm going to read all of the rules up front, and then I'll read for each sign individually. I'll timestamp it in the comment section, in the pinned comment section. Yeah, in the pinned comment, sorry. If you're brand new to tarot, just know that not every reading is going to resonate for you. So if you feel like it's wrong, or maybe this just isn't your reading, then please just disregard it. You never really want to take a reading that's not meant for you. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress. Those cards describe a really specific personality, but they have nothing to do with the sex or gender of the person that's being described. And sometimes people feel like the energy is in the reverse, like it's the other way around. And if that's the case for you, then you can just go ahead and take it that way. If you need to book a personal, that information's in the description of the video. That'll also be in the pin section. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to catch more readings. If you're already subscribed to the channel and you want to become a member, you can just click join and check out everything that I do over there. Just trying to shuffle all this up. So let's start with Taurus, please. So we have threatening, intimidated, threatened, or bothered, and uninterested. Learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser in the day. And nothing will come of this situation void of course, moon. We have hero's journey. I'm the hero of my story. My life is an ongoing adventure of growth and courage. I am victorious. The overall energy is the Eight of Wands. Supporting, we have the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Clarifying, we have Judgment, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. I almost said the Knight of Cups. I don't know, I think that maybe you're moving on from someone and they feel some type of way. It's like, whatever the situation is, like, I think somebody is reckless, you know, because we have this threatening card, and I feel like you're not even interested in dealing with their nonsense here. You feel like this person, like, they don't act like, they're not going to actually hear somebody out, you know what I mean? Like, this is a person where when they want something, they could be very intimidating, but like, they're not going to listen to somebody anyway. Like, they only see things from their perspective, I think. And I feel like you're accepting this about this person, that like, they're just kind of a jerk, that there's, you know, nothing that you can do to change their mind when they get into, looks like their shadow, you know. But I feel like before, you know, now, like, you really spent a long time attempting to figure it out and to try to feel like almost get something out of the time that you invested. So it's like you just feel like this person wants what they want, and they don't care what the cost is, even if it's hurting other people. And that is pretty rough. But I feel like they're very aggressive too. It's like, you know, even if you want to move on, they may not want you out of their life, so they're still trying to be around. You just feel like it's not going anywhere. Nothing good is going to come out of this. We have the Lovers, the Three of Pentacles, and the Star. Some Gemini, some Aquarius energy. The Hermit, and the Three of Swords. They think that things can be reconciled between the two of you, and I think that's because maybe in the past they have been able to really kind of just come back in and get you to deal with them again. It's not necessarily like they truly fix things. I think that they're kind of frustrated by the fact that you don't care to talk to them right now. It seems like it's definitely you who's keeping your distance. But I think that they're a less controlled person. What I mean by this is they don't actually understand their emotions. So whoever this person is, it immediately turns to anger and frustration and talking crap, you know, to their friends and their family about, you know, whoever they're frustrated with, and just doing too much. I feel like there's some gossip, there's some slander, you know, if this person is not getting what it is that they want. And I think they also are a little more closed-minded. Sorry if you're cross-watching and it doesn't resonate in the reverse, but it is what it is. A little more closed-minded around not understanding how other people may feel as a response to their behaviors, the things that they do or the things that they say. I don't, like, they may even see themselves a victim in the situation. Like, you just decided to stop talking to them. Now, with some of the story that they're saying here, they could be trying to make it seem like, you know, you end things with them to, you know, get with someone else. You know, I feel like, you know, this is some petty shit that people do when they're hurt and they don't actually know how to cope with it. And, you know, again, not thinking about what that might actually do to the other person, especially if you're claiming to love them and want them, you know, but, you know, it's more of an emotional reaction. This is not forgiving their behavior at all, though. This is not passing up the behavior. Like someone, I think, whose own aggression kind of gets in their way. So, what do they need to know about, look out for, be aware of with this person? So it kind of looks like they definitely are trying to reconcile in the current moment, but you're not having it. It looks like you're just not talking. The Magician, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. I don't know, it feels like they'll hold back on being generous in any type of ways. They'll just get more manipulative, you know? And I think that you guys don't even need to know this. I feel like somebody's already aware of how another person's going to react, you know what I mean? Like, if you have kids with this person, they're going to get petty around that. If you have anything with this, you know, like anything they can be petty about, they're going to be petty about. And that's just the warning here. So that's what you need to be aware of this week. Whoever this is in your life, I think your best bet is to truly just not let them bother you in any kind of way. I think they're not used to not getting the attention that they want from someone. And with Judgment here, I feel like it's obvious that you are doing the right thing. Like, I think you've finally learned your lesson around this person, and I don't feel like they're doing anything to clear up their reputation for you. It's definitely, things are back in your control now. Let's move into Virgo. So we have Soul Sanctuary. I rejuvenate my spirit in sacred retreat. I honor my soul's need for deep, nourishing rest. In stillness, I am filled with peace in my soul sanctuary. And reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra and fake flexing. The overall energy is death, the Scorpio energy. Whew. Supporting, we have the Empress, Libra, Taurus, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups. The Star, Aquarius energy, the Moon, Pisces energy, the Three of Wands, and the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Like, you have decided to take a break. Like, I think that you're the type of person where when you don't know what to do, you're smart enough to sort of just back away and take some time to yourself. So there's a very specific interpersonal relationship here with you that needs some fixing. You know, I think that someone's attempting to reconnect here, but I don't think you're ready to make the decision, and you don't have to. You know, and that's the beauty of it, is like you've learned, like, you know, to wait, because, you know, this, I kind of see where somebody's at, because I think you're not really sure, definitely not sure if you should reconnect with this person. And I think you want to make sure you know what you're getting into, because at this point you may be personally happy single, or not having friends, or, you know, like, just whatever type of relationship this is that's creeping into life here. I like it though, because you're paying attention to your own energy. You're saying, you know, is this me? Am I just thinking about this wrong? Do I just need a few minutes to myself to think about it because I'm a little confused? Should I let this person back into my life? And not just, you know, irrationally based off of someone just hitting you back up, or, you know, some type of emotion just jumping back into something. Because it looks like in the past, maybe this is somebody who breadcrumbed you a little bit. And yeah, there could have been some conflict around them. Like, there's definitely some wounding surrounding this person, for sure. And they owe you an apology with the Knight of Cups. Is there anything to look out for, viewer, with this person? Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Maybe not. I mean, like, it looks like they're ready to invest, because they, you know, I think they are really ready to apologize and be, like, kind of open here with the Ace of Cups. You could feel like this person's being fake, but they're actually, I think, being really genuine. There's something, maybe that has changed with this person too, and not just you. Because this is somebody you're not mad at anymore, you know what I mean? So it may have been a minute, but, like, the last time they were around, they sort of left you a little messed up. So I feel like they are going to, like, genuinely apologize for this, though. So I don't think there's really too much to look out for. Like, I think, you know, before maybe they were just afraid. Like, you could have thought that they took off to do something else, or that they had someone else. But I don't think they were being fake. I think they were just scared. Whoever this person is. I feel like this is big Scorpio energy here. But they mean business. I mean, look, the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, and Justice with the Wheel of Fortune. Guys, go ahead and let this person talk to you for a minute. Let's get into Capricorn. Okay. So we have happiness hater. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Dance. Allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. Wanderlust of the spirit. I follow my spirit on its wanderlust. Guided by intuition and character, I trust myself to journey freely. The overall energy is the sun, Leo energy. Supporting, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy, the Queen of Wands. Strength, more Leo energy, the Moon, Pisces energy, the Chariot, Cancer energy. I feel like I'm spelling out someone's whole chart here. And at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. I don't feel like this happiness hater is a now thing, because it looks like you currently actually are happy, but like in the past, maybe there was a situation that was like ongoing. It seems like it took forever to cut some type of manipulative, I don't know why I want to say little bastard off or out of your life. So like, I think you've gotten whoever I'm talking to has gotten super private, and because they're able to really have a private life now, but I feel like somebody was always in their business and they were very like manipulative. So someone had to watch everything they were doing, but now they've learned that being private is like the best. So I think that there's some moves being made and nobody ever knows what you're doing. You just kind of are moving through life doing really well without anyone knowing. I think there's no need for attention. Like, you don't crave that. Like, there's something about receiving such negative attention from one specific person that like you don't crave attention at all. Like, I don't know who this person was, because it feels like you've moved on from this situation, but I feel like yeah, they had you hiding out. Let's just say that. I don't know what it is, but like these days you're like, I don't want to say you're not anxious, you know what I mean? You're just smart now. I feel like or for somebody here, maybe it's like, if you haven't learned your lesson, you need to be smart. You need to be a lot more private. You know, you don't need to tell everybody your next move or where you are or what you're doing in life, you know? Because someone could be paying attention to everything that you do and not with good intentions. So, but I think for most of you, this is a past situation that like you're currently like past, but it's changed your life in a way where like you've learned to really just not tell anybody your damn business. So why is this coming up? Two of Pentacles, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Swords at the bottom. I don't know, I'm getting somebody might have went through something like super traumatic though. Like, this isn't like just some typical like, you know, happiness hater. This is like a straight up like bully, like messy kind of situation. Slander, something crazy where someone like felt like they had to like, you know, just literally fall off the planet for a while, you know? It's like, I think you're finally coming out of this old mindset where like, you know, I think you have more peace and like you have the people around that matter, like you're connected, but I think you're not like super public. You don't want to be in everybody's face. Just, you know, it's just giving lesson learned. I don't know if somebody just like has like a general fear, you know, like if they still struggle with like the fear of you know, doing anything really more social. You know, I don't know if this made somebody like super anxious or like paranoid, or if it really just made someone more like discerning. For some of you, maybe this is just the answer here. Maybe you're like, you know, you've had someone like mess with you, and now you're like, you know, terrified of it happening again. And it's like, I mean, you can be public and private at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, you can have like social media, but still nobody really knows what's going on in your life, you know, like you can, you know, like all of these things, you can just, you're really in control of what other people know about you and the information that they have. There's no need to like really just be afraid of everyone though, if that's what's going on with somebody. Yeah, for a lot of you, there's literally a fear attached to this now. And that's why the moon is here too. You can't let some old situation that already happened, like, you know, stop you from being happy. And I feel like I just gave someone the key. Like, you can be both public and private. Like, people can know what's going on and not know what's going on with you all at the same time. There's not really, I know that this happened, but I don't think this was like a typical situation. And you just have to, you know, especially if it was like some type of identity thing or something like that. You know, to be protected. You don't have to be terrified though. Alright, that's what I have for you guys this week. Hopefully these messages were helpful, and I'll see you soon.